What up, people? It's Nickopz here. Forgive the ugly aspect ratio. I just wanted to make a video talking about how bad Takeda really is compared to his former self. And what better way to do it than to put up both the games at the same time and show y'all the difference between the character in each game. And I've already made a video discussing why Takeda's so bad specifically, so go check that out if you want to know about that one. But now I just want to talk about, well, not just want to, but I want to talk about how bad he is in comparison to his old self. Because the Takeda in this game in freaking MK10 was a different beast. Now, even in the highest point in this game, right now I would consider Takeda a high mid-tier character, but that's so much better than the trash he is in MK1. So again, I've already made a video going over both of these characters individually, and my video I posted like 3 weeks ago, I think, called This is Takeda, and then the video I posted like a week ago talking about how bad Takeda is in MK1. So if you want to see those specific videos, I recommend go checking those out, because this is strictly, well, I want it to be strictly, but this character's so bad it might turn into a rant. But this is strictly what I want to be a comparison. So let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the biggest move that you can tell has been downgraded. So I'm going to set Takeda on this one to jump at. Now, look at how far this doesn't hit from. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that it should just hit that far, but just look, because this is a comparison, right? And I want you to see how I get hit out of the second hit? The second hit, it misses sometimes, how you just get hit right out of it. Now, let's go over to Takeda in the other game. Now, keep in mind, in the other game, MK10, these are overheads. These two swings are overheads as well. So I'm gonna set Sub-Zero to jump. Now, look how far I can walk back in this clip. Right out of the air. Right out of the freaking air. That's what these whips were meant for. Screen control. What the heck does your screen control matter if you cannot keep people out of the air? I am so sick and tired of people talking about, oh, well, he has excellent range. He's just a range character. That's what he's supposed to do. The range does not check you in the range it's used. You see this right here? When he does this from, look how far I can walk back. I was walking back like the same conversion. That's good range. All range ain't good range. That's 34%, 1 bar, for clipping you out of the air. This move can straight up hit you out of the air, and it's an overhead. It's a freaking overhead. Now, I don't think the first hit should be an overhead in MK1 because up block. But still, the fact that in this game with no up block, you had an overhead that went this far and clipped them out of the air for a full combo was just amazing. And they tried to repeat the move in this game, and they just completely got it wrong. Completely. Like, I can walk back the same distance, again, to show you his signature best string. And look, the hitbox was literally in his body and did not clip him. Move's just terrible. So let's talk about another thing, the obvious, the Kunai. The Kunai in this game, now he can do it in the air now, which is cool, but the Kunai is a mid now. What was the point? The point of the Kunai in the other game was it was a very good projectile to end your block strings with to keep yourself somewhat safe, even though you can armor through all of them. And the Kunai gave him hard to blockables too. They just took it away. So again, let me show you in this game. In this game, the Kunais, as you can see, stop having Sub-Zero just swing. The Kunais in this game were lows. Now, you might not be able to see it because of the aspect ratio, but I promise you, they're lows. So that means in this game, when he knocks you down, and hit you with almost any combo. So let me just do a basic, like a neutral jump punch combo. If he did this and knocked you, nah, that combo's ugly. You're gonna do something better than that. So this is actually cool Takeda. Well, Takeda's still cool in 11. Let me not do it like that. But. So let's say you want to do a combo like that, which is 45%. You want to end it a little early. So what Takeda could do, if he wanted to, matter of fact, I want to show meterly. This is meterly. He could do this into the hard knockdown right there, throw the kunais down, and then it was a hard to blockable. You had to deal with hard to blockable. So as long as he knocked you down with something that kept you close, this hard to block. That hit low 3 times, and you still have to guess what he's gonna do. He could just not let it rock. He could do it, and then he gets a full combo off of that as well, off of the hard to blockable. Gosh, he was so cool in this game. Now you just lost like almost half your life. This was so cool in this game, and let me go ahead and drag that aspect ratio up just a little bit so y'all can see the health bars. There we go. But the fact that he could do that was just amazing. It's gone in this game because these are mids, and it's just like, what's the point of them? Literally, what is the point of his meter burn projectile in this game? What is this gonna do for you? It's not hard to blockable anymore. He doesn't really get good setups off of it. And it's just not worth it because you need the bar to confirm into his only good tool. So, I mean, there's no point of it in this game. You don't get the hard to blockables no more. I mean, you can still, I mean, a low into it. That's something I feel like people should try to do if they want to throw out his low, but still it's not as good. And in this game, he can't really do nothing with the kunais on pressure. So if he does that right here, let's look what that is on block. Go ahead and put it on to the practice settings and frame data. We're gonna put it on both. Let's do this right here. That is a wrong one. That's -9. Let's try into what is, I would say, Takeda's go-to pressure shoot, something like that. -11. Now, in this game, even though this game didn't have frame data, the spacing on the move was so much better. So if I just set Sub-Zero to block here, AI options, custom block mode always. Look at the spacing on that kunai right there, which is a low also. So in a string where he had an overhead at the end of it, this string right here, he still had a low kunai to pressure you off of one of his moves. And let's talk about the pressure that Takeda had in this game. In this game, he actually had a mid. He had one of the mids of mids. Not, I wouldn't say it was on the best mids, but this mid definitely got the job done. He had a 12 frame mid that led into so many options. He could pressure you so many different ways off of this mid. It was amazing. So the first way he could do it is he could stagger it, because a lot of people were scared of this follow-up right here. So you had this string right here, and then you had the follow-up off of that. So a lot of people were scared of getting hit by the follow-up because it was like a mid into overhead, so it had guessing mind games. So a lot of people do is they would stagger the first 2 hits, grab. And look how close, look where his grab puts you. In the perfect spot to do that. The perfect spot. Let's see where his grabs, matter of fact, here, let me show you. I'm gonna grab him. And do the actual good chains. See how they're right in the range? Now let's go to Takeda and MK1. Grab them. And then just do them. Oh gosh, they ruined this character in every way. Let me show you again. Let's do it. Don't hit. Matter of fact, I might have stepped back a little bit right there. Do it one more time just to make sure. Nope, does not hit. Just flat out. Now the second hit might. But the second hit's poop. It doesn't even clip you out of the air. It literally does not clip you out of the air, so that it doesn't matter. Just not as good. Again, showing it a lot of times so you can see that I'm doing it from this range and it does not hit. So they even took away the Oki that he got off of his grab. And like, he's supposed to be a ranged character to use his range tools, and he can't even do that in this game because the whips suck. Now, another mind game he had off of this mid was, again, the follow-up. This last hit right here, when he swings down, that's an overhead. So he could swing it and then just go low. Now, that, of course, is something that could be fuzzy. So what people would do is they would do the first 2 hits and then do the low to mess up your fuzzy. And that would be really good because it would lead to a lot of his pressure. After his low, he was basically guaranteed the overhead pressure because the low was so plus. Look how much he staggers back. So you were actually afraid of getting hit by this kunai, because if you get hit by the kunai, if you look right here, the kunai was plus 24 on hit, plus 24, and the overhead was 25 frame startup. But the caveat is it clips you out of the air. So hitting them with the kunai with Takeda in this game made it to where you got free pressure, and Takeda's overhead was 25 frames and his low was 21 frames. So do the math. This was plus 24 on hit. They had to hold a low. So you did not want to get hit by this kunai in pressure. You get hit by Takeda's kunai and MK1, you are not afraid at all. But this kunai was actually scary because he could put you in jail in pressure off the mid. He could make you guess a 50-50 because this was the overhead option off the kunai. He does this, make you guess that, or he hit you with the kunai and went low. Kunai right here, and then low, which he also got really great damage off of. And then he would get a full combo like off of that. Or if you just want the easiest version, just teleport that into the spin move that's actually good in this game. My brain forgot how to do the spin move because they changed it. So you can actually get real damage. You get real damage off of his low in this game. And it was actually scary to look out for. It was actually a threatening tool. What's another way they made him worse? Because there's so many ways. So the projectile is worse. His main pressure string is worse. He doesn't have his amazing mid. This was one of his staples. The mid literally tied everything perfectly. Why would they take it away? It makes no sense. This mid was able to apply so many mind games. And yes, it was really stiff to use because the way he's punching it, it looks how it feels. It's really stiff to use that mid, but it was still a good tool. Oh, another good tool that they neutered. This move right here. That air spin move was one of his anti-zoning tools. So if we look at the move, he has so many freaking moves in this game. I want y'all to see the specific numbers. Close one. This was -6. -6. You were not zoning this character out because he was going to get in. He had, oh, so much to talk about. Oh my gosh, they ruined this character. So let's look at what it is in this game. Let's look at the spin move in this game. -23. What was the point? Y'all even said in the freaking Kombat cast, this was his most iconic move. Why kill it? It's -6 to -22 or 23. Are y'all actually serious? Are you genuinely, like, are you kidding me? This is -23. Why? 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 I just don't understand. I don't understand the devs at NRS. Because he was bad when the game first came out in freaking 10, so you would think they learned their lesson on how to design him, and you release him worse than he ever was in the new game as the final, one of the most anticipated characters? Seriously? Okay. We got the trash mid out of the way. We got the trash the trash mid projectile out of the way. They neutered this move right here. They made his grab worse. He ain't got a real mid because they could have made this a mid because this is 13 frames. His mid in this game was 12, but they didn't do that. And yeah, I think, and he's significantly harder to play. In this game, in Mortal Kombat 10, he was not hard. He was stiff. The character, you had to play him a lot to get used to how he feels because he feels like really heavy to play. But after you get used to the character is just so freeform. You have multiple ways to end his combos. Like you can do this right here. If you open them up at the mid, you can run up. And if you see me dropping stuff, it's only because, like I said, the aspect ratio and how I had turned the settings down. So again, he can end combos with that. The chain, put you back into this pressure. He can end the combos with the flurry punches, which they did not give him back. That left you closer for the mid pressure. He could, again, hit you with his basic string, double kicks, boom, setup. Yes. He had so many, he was so freeform and cool and good in this game. You had multiple different ways to play him. He could be a little lame too because the projectile was actually a low. And then another good thing, off of his best move, this string right here, the last hit, like in MK, is an overhead as well. It's a triple overhead. But he actually has lows in this game. So he can do the overhead and then the low. Or the double overhead and then the low. And they actually, now you can fuzzy it, but it was still something they had to look out for. And combined with his cancel, oh my gosh, he had cancel pressure too. He was so cool. They effed Takeda up, y'all. I promise y'all. Like, if y'all could go back and play him in this game, if you are even thinking about doing it at all, just go see how much they messed him up. Let's talk about his movement abilities in this game. What the heck is this? What is this, man? It's a high. Why are you swinging in? You're swinging in. I'm kicking you in the chest. I'm kicking you in the freaking chest. And it's a high. Gosh, he's so bad in this game. I don't want to hear anybody talking about that he's good. No, he sucks. He sucks. He's so bad. Why? What is the point of this? And it's what? Minus 35. Minus 35 off of a double high. Like, are you actually kidding? Like, you have to be kidding. You're not serious. You're really not serious. Like, I don't know what the person was thinking when they made this. Not his teleport. Let's talk about his teleport pressure now. They killed that because look at his can't teleport pressure in this game. So off of this screen, I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna hold up so you can see how negative it is. So I'm gonna cancel his run because this was meant to be his cancel pressure. How am I supposed to pressure somebody with that? I'm minus 32. Now let's look in this game. Let me hold up after this. Look how fast that is. Look how fast that is. You could actually pressure somebody with it. Now, if they blatantly disrespected it, because you could, he could also choose to let the teleport rock. If he knew, now it was risky, but it was an option. And that option, with the teleport being mega plus on hit, if I remember correctly, let's go ahead again. I want to make sure we got all the receipts here. With the teleport being what it was, oh my gosh. Quick air phase, air shear. Why are they only showing the meter burn? So it was right here, it was plus 30, 31 on hit. So again, if you tried to disrespect it, he can let it rock, and then you got to hold a 50-50. So, gosh, he was just so, I'm just reminiscing because he was so good, man. He was just so good in this game. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything they screwed up about him. Like, everything is worse. Nothing. He literally does not have one thing he does in MK1 better than he did in MK10. Everything's bad. The pressure is gone. The 50-50s are not there, obviously, because it's a different game. And then let's talk about the new 50-50 they gave him, since we're in a new era now. It's about strike throw, opening them up, right? Yeah, the strike throw. Strike throw is the only thing he has, but off of his best tool, he still has to spend meter to start his game plan. He can't just hit you with this. Oh, that odds me. Of course, how could I forget the teleport? He doesn't have a teleport anymore. What were you doing, Scorpion? Were you not training him? Were you not training him right in this timeline? His teleport's gone. He has this. His teleport is just gone. It's not there. In this game, look at that teleport. It was a reactionary teleport too. So you could do it. You could do it, and since this game had a stamina system, you could do it, and if they didn't do anything, just cancel it. And then it could hit them out of the air, and he could get a full combo. But it was one of those low-risk teleports. You could just do it. Oh, you didn't do nothing? Cancel. Okay. I just don't get how they messed him up so bad. Then he also had this air teleport that had, like, no recovery, which was amazing for getting in. Like, don't get me started on this. Like, he was getting in. You were not stopping him. And, yeah, that's just another tool they took away. They took away his teleport. They took away the low. They took away the Oki. They took away the pressure mid. They took away the short little 50-50s he had in his strings. They completely gutted this character. I genuinely think Takeda in MK1 right now is one of the worst characters I've ever seen him put in any game. Like, he is a joke in this game. And on top of that, y'all make him hard to play as well? Are y'all serious? Like, NRS, what are we doing here with Takeda? Now, again, I think this patch was great. I do not want to take that away from them. This patch has made me play this game a lot recently. Before this patch, the Chameleon meta, I was pretty much not playing. But this patch brought me back. But unfortunately, they did not do a good job on Takeda. This character sucks. He has been gutted in every way possible. And I'm not even asking for buffs. Because honestly, y'all, I have no hope of this character becoming good. That's how bad he is. With Scorpion and stuff, I'm like, he needs this buff. He needs that buff. But this character is genuinely so bad, I don't even think it's worth asking for buffs because he needs so much that I would literally have to make like a 30-minute video on everything that needs to be changed. And it's not worth it because he's so bad, I'm not even going to hold out for him to become good. If he does, cool. If he don't, oh well. He's just so unnaturally bad in Mortal Kombat 1. But I think I pretty much got everything on how much worse he is in every way. And yeah, sorry about the aspect ratio of the video if that bothered y'all a bit, but I just wanted to set it up to where I can show y'all both the games at the same time since I'm on PC, and it's better to do that than having to switch back and forth. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope now y'all can understand why this Takeda crap, him being so bad and being, in my opinion, the worst character in the game, really hits because he was just so well-rounded in this game. Like, he was the jack-of-all-trades character in this game. Pretty much had everything you needed. And it was good. Just was stiff to play. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Nickopz out.